seeing double. There are actually two John Paul USA Alto Saxophones here. So I went online and you can request a return. They give you a QR code and then you just take it to whatever designated place and they deal with it for you, which is great. I also bought another alternate alto saxophone neck here, but this does not fit on the saxophone, and this part fits tenor saxophone mouthpieces. Great. Okay, so this one is going back as well. I got the QR code for that. Checking my receipt for this, they did not charge me for this. So we'll see what's going on. But mainly, I just want to go through this and see if this is in any better condition than the first one that I got. I even thought about, after I'd returned this to Amazon, getting another one of these, but buying it directly from the John Paul company, which they're actually selling this cheaper than the $500 that Amazon is asking for it. So, okay, let's open this thing up and see what we got. I've played through this thing a little bit, and I'm going to be honest with you. I am really, really impressed with how well this saxophone actually plays at this price point. There is still one issue, which is the cork on this neck. It's still obnoxiously thick. Clearly, no one's actually trying these saxophones before they go out, because the mouthpiece that it comes with will not fit this cork with it in this condition. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got this instrument back from my guy. I had him just give the instrument a good once over, and I had him most definitely recork this neck. That's disappointing that I have to do that, but I want to be very specific about why I had to do this and why you should be concerned. Now, normally if you have your own mouthpiece, you might just have to get this thing recorked to fit whatever it is that you play on, regardless of what kind of instrument you buy. However, this cork originally didn't fit the mouthpiece that came with it, and that's a problem. All right, so I'm already out $30 between this one and the other horn. This horn actually plays really, really well for now. Listen. The low end was really bad on the other one because of the horrible pads and that massive leak that was in the neck. Okay, I really like the way this instrument plays, but I said it plays really well for now. And as you may have guessed, this one is going back, and I'm going to show you why. So after I had my guy take a look at it, there's a chip in the tone hole of the palm D. With the kind of issues that I had with the previous saxophone, understanding the price point that these horns are made at, unfortunately, I have no other conclusion to draw than just most of these horns that are going to go out are not going to be in optimal playing condition, which is too bad. I mean, there's a lot of positive reviews for this thing. Neither one of mine have been that without these kinds of issues. So I do not think that $500 is the bottom. I actually think that $1,000 is the least amount of money you should actually pay for a new saxophone meant for someone that's kind of a weekend warrior style saxophonist. If I'm going to make any kind of recommendation, the first thing I would ask you is, what are your intentions? What are your intentions with my daughter? What are your intentions for having this saxophone. If you're a weekend warrior kind of person that used to play back in the day, but you want to kind of get back in, obviously you don't want to pay $3,000 for like a good professional level saxophone. In my opinion, I think $500 is a waste of money. You need to be looking at around the $1,000 range, and then take into account that go with financing with only $1,000 and like a 48-month plan. You know, you can get that down way low, and whatever kind of gigs you get, ultimately the thing is just going to pay for itself. Now, I know that there's a lot of people that are looking at these really, really inexpensive Chinese horns that are like $250, $300. I think that is an absolute colossal waste of money. Even if it plays out of the case, even if it plays well, when you have to do anything to upgrade it, it's going to cost you more than what that instrument is worth. Like getting a repad. That other saxophone, it would have cost me $300 just to get a repad with decent pads. A mouthpiece is going to cost me $250, $300 if I want to get like a really good one. So you really need to take into account, if anything happens to it, is it going to be totaled? So in the United States, if a car, an automobile is damaged and it costs anywhere from 51 to 80% the value of that car, the car is considered total. Now it's junk. It's more valuable as a salvage than it is as an actual automobile. So that other instrument, it would have come right up to that 80% between getting the neck recorked, getting that seal fixed, and having to get a repad. I'm looking at $365, almost $400 on an instrument that I paid $450 for. I mean, this is ridiculous. And if you get one of those new Chinese horns, it's going to cost you more than $250. So for me, I mean, I would love to be able to recommend an instrument like this, and I really wanted to give it a second go. Amazon sent me another one. I understand where this thing could be, and maybe in a few years down the line, if they stop making them wherever they make them, people seem to think that they're made in China. I had a really difficult time finding anything on their website that said they were made in China, even though, I mean, I know they're a US company and they're more than likely not making these in the US. I could not find anywhere on the website that said it was made in China, which was a bit frustrating, I might add, that it wasn't very clear on the website where these are actually made. So as a recommendation, no, absolutely not. I think $1,000 is right around where you want to go with that. Now with Amazon and buying something like this, you get around 30 days to try it, and if you don't like it, send it back, which I did with the other one. So I'm gonna play this thing up to the 29th day pretty much, and then send it back. I mean, I do actually need it for gigs. I already lost some gigs with that other instrument that I had, so at least this one does actually play. All right, so there you go. As a professional saxophone player, I'm not going to judge this instrument based on how other professional saxophones perform. And I do think that in this price range, if it didn't have these issues, it would be amazing. You, on the other hand, might be more of a weekend warrior saxophone player. You might be buying this for a kid that's going to be in 5th, 6th grade, junior high, and up through high school, marching band, playing in extraordinarily adverse weather conditions. How's an instrument like this going to hold up? My opinion, it's not a good investment if it shows up new with these kinds of problems. A while ago, I had an issue with Amazon. Some stuff went to the wrong address. I didn't get it in time. Things got like all messed up, and I wound up just getting the stuff, and they refunded my money. So I basically got it for free. I'm not trying to rip off the system or anything like that. I mean, I hope I'm very descriptive about showing you what the issues are with these saxophones. In an event that I should be gifted this, obviously I'm going to keep it for a little while, and I'll probably wind up just gifting this to one of the local school departments or something like that. If I am being charged for it, then obviously it's going back. I'm going to get my money back, and then I'm going to get a much better quality saxophone.